You feel any different going into this season than you did a year ago?
Yeah, definitely. Confidence-wise, I feel a whole different player. On the court, I feel like a whole different, I just feel like a whole different player. For real. Last year I wasn't really sure what to expect. This year I got a whole year under my belt, whole summer of really hard work and just ready to go.
Why do you think you didn't play more last year?
Uh, I'm not really sure. I think that's something I can go back and look at, and I've gone back and looked different film and just what mistakes I was making, what I need to improve on. I've tried to take all those things, just work on that, and get as ready as possible for this year.
What was the biggest thing you figured out about kind of what it takes to get on the floor here last year?
You got to go hard all the time. You got to be patient. You got to can't really force anything. You can't try to do too much. You just got to get really good at what the team needs you to do. And once you get good at that, and the team needs you, you got to be on the court to fill your role.
I have the sense that the fans are really into you and thinking you can really make an impact this year. Do you have a sense of that?
Hey, the fans have been great. Showing a lot of support for me, and even when things weren't going great, fans have always been awesome. All summer they've been really supportive, and I think just seeing some of the kids at the camps and everything is everybody's excited for this year.
Physically, how do you feel like you had to improve to really try to get that court time and make your presence felt?
I had to get stronger, mostly my base. Just get more physical, more become the aggressor in a lot of physical situations. That's one thing I really learned last year, and while I was overseas as well.
So there were times late in the year where Cal was saying, nobody's playing better than Sacha right now, even though you weren't seeing the floor a lot. I wonder how that helped you get through the kind of the mental hurdles of the season starting strong and then not finishing that way.
Yeah, towards the end of the year, I really, so like I said, I started learning a lot. A lot of things started to click, and I think in practices, even though I wasn't getting on the court, hearing him, tell me I was heading the right direction was really good just to keep up what I was doing, and build on that going into this year.
Can you describe some of the things that were starting to click?
Just like I said, filling my role, just playing how I need to play instead of trying to force things and try to do too much. So just playing simply and slowing the game down and just doing what came to me, blocking shots, all that kind of stuff.
Anybody that kind of helped you get through last year? Just not. I'm sure that's a frustrating thing when
you
expect to play and you don't for 19 games.
Yeah, I mean everybody in the locker room was really supportive. It was all my brothers, all those guys. Always keep your head up, be ready. Just and then some of the older guys, Derek and Diamond, just some of the other seniors and everything. Mike, they were all great for me. Even go through some stuff and just fight through it. Keep your head up. You're gonna be fine.
What's your thought about being one of the older guys this year?
I think it's a good opportunity to. I've been trying to teach some of these younger guys. Just coming here, be ready, and that this season's gonna hit really quickly. You gotta be ready to go, and we're working on that right now. Just getting everybody ready to go because the season starts in like 50 days, some really crazy something like that. So ready to go.
Sacha, talk about your overseas trip a little bit.
It was an awesome experience. I had to go to Greece, Israel, and London, England. So it was my first time over in Europe over there. So just seeing everything was cool. But then basketball-wise, I was playing against all pros the whole time. So it was just great to play against grown men. And the game is a little bit slower over there, but they're a lot more technical. So I learned a lot of just little things as far as rotations and help side defenses and where to there's just a lot of little technical things that cuts and stuff like that you don't do over here that they're really good at over there. So it was good for me.
Have you gotten to play much pickup with the new guys?
I was
away a little bit.
I was here for the entire summer. I left when I left to go overseas when everybody left to go home, so I didn't miss any time here except for a day or two at the beginning of the last week, I think, or this past week. So
what jumps out to you about the new group, all the new talent?
I think they're really long and really everybody's really versatile. Everybody can play multiple positions and defend multiple positions. So and get out on the break really well. So I think we're going to be an active, really good defensive team. I think we're going to have to capitalize off of defense for our offense, which I think is going to be good for us based on our size and versatility.
What was the culture like in Greece and Israel and
It was a lot different. I think it's certain things that you pick up on. Like in Greece, everybody, it's like more of a, I don't know, it's more of a, I guess, not communal, but like everybody there is like kind of on the same page as to, what they're doing, what's going on. And I guess as an outsider, I feel like you see more of that. You see more they're on their page, and you kind of coming in, trying to figure out, how they live their everyday life, and you got to adjust to that. And I was already adjusting to playing with, 15 other British guys. I'm the only American on the team, so well, I guess British American. So I was outside in a couple of different ways, but I learned a lot about how a lot of different people live. So it was a cool experience.
What does that mean to your family? Just you getting a chance to go
Oh,
be
yeah.
part of that national team.
Yeah, it was awesome, especially for my mom. I'm pretty sure she's pretty proud of me. So that was cool, and I got to meet a lot of my uncles and cousins that I hadn't met before. They all live over there, so it was just cool to when I was in London. So it was cool to meet people from that side of the family I hadn't met before.
how's the food over there?
I'm a picky eater, so it was tough. I ordered a lot of burgers, a lot of burgers.
I was going to ask what did you miss most?
Yeah,
while you were out?
I miss Waffle House the most. That's something I don't really eat it, but when I need to get a craving for Waffle House, and it's not in Europe, so it's tough.
You have a go-to order at Waffle House?
It's an all-star, and then throw your side items on there as you may.
Sacha, where's your game now compared to this time last year?
Like I said, I'm a whole different player. I think the Sacha now would have enjoyed playing against the Sacha last year, and because I feel mentally as well as my physical game, I'm just like I said, just becoming the aggressor and becoming more confident, and I feel like I've evolved a lot of different ways.
A lot of guys have already talked about Quade sort of taking a leadership role. What is it about him that you've seen that young point guard can walk in here and kind of already start having that role?
Q is also he's definitely become a leader, and he's definitely a really confident young dude, and he knows that he's going to be a point guard, and he has to to kind of keep everybody together. So when we're playing pickup and people kind of arguing about calls and stuff like that, he always try to be a mediator no matter which team he's on. He'll try to he's just been good. He's a friendly dude, and he's gonna be good for us this year. Just in terms of bringing everybody together, and not that we need it, but he's just a good dude.
How would you describe his playing style?
I think he's really versatile in a way he can play well in half court, but also he can get out and push on the break and hit guys on the wing and stuff. So I think he'll be exactly what we need this year.
This team has a lot of versatile pieces.
Mm-hmm.
You just said that Quade is. What's that versatility gonna enable you guys to do on the court?
I think if you let us play in a lot of different situations, I think it's gonna be hard for teams to pigeonhole us into all you gotta do is make them play half court, or all you gotta do is speed them up. I think we're gonna be able to just be able to adjust really well to how the other team plays.
Did you say that Winion's more confident?
Yeah, definitely. Wayne's coming here and played really well this summer, and he's been working really hard, and just talking to him every day, he's in a really good headspace, and he's really excited for this season. I think it's really good.
What'd you think of his boxing?
His boxing?
Yeah, I think he did some boxing as part of his training.
No, I saw him boxing with some some wires or something. I thought it was the one video I saw anyway. It was cool, but it was funny, so I told him that. But I don't know if I saw all the other stuff.
Did you and Winion, or have you talked a good deal about both sort of being in the same position, guys that maybe didn't do as much last year as you hoped, but being in that position to rise up and lead the team now?
I think we're both really ready to show everybody that we're ready to go this year, and we're both really just ready for this year to start, and we're really excited about the team that we have and what we can do with it.
What were some of the conversations that you had with Cal over the course of last season? What were the things that he said, hey, this is why you're not playing, or this is how you're going to eventually help us? The
conversations were all really good, and I think every time we had a conversation, I improved after that, and I took what he said to heart, and you just gotta trust him in a situation like that, because he's obviously had so many players come through there, and he's had so many players be in the same position, and then just listen to him on what you need to improve on. And I think I did that, and then coming back this year, it was just keep building on what I did at the end of last year. Focus on class and everything this summer, but just get ready to go. And he thought going over to Europe would be really good for me, and it really was. So it was a lot of his idea to go through with that, and I'm glad he let me go over there and everything. So it was a lot of healthy conversation, a lot of just him kind of pointing me in the right direction. Is what I need to do.
So, Sacha, at the end of last season, or when I was talking to Derek Willis, he said he thought you were one of the more talented players he had been around. You just had to get some things going kind of similar, reminding you of him. But when he's talking about you're one of the more talented players he's been around, what can you do that we haven't seen yet?
I think I just, like I said, I've used this word a lot, but I think I'm versatile in terms of I think I can play in a lot of different matchups and a lot of different situations. And I think when I really have my game going, I affect the game in a lot of different ways. Blocking shots, then going back and forth, making multiple efforts on multiple possessions. So I think that's one thing I can help. I can really bring to the team this year that I really didn't get a chance to last year.
Last year, at this time last year, how did you envision last season going for you?
I think I had high hopes and everything, but didn't reach some of those goals, but I did reach a lot of those goals, and I learned a lot, and that was my main focus. And I'm just excited to come back this year and have the opportunity and be in the position I'm in to, make an impact and help this team any way I can.
Do you expect to primarily be a 5 this year?
I'm not sure what to expect. We haven't really talked about positions or anything like that, but I know what our roster is and where we're going to need help in certain ways, so I'm ready to play whatever I have to play.
How did last year help kind of build your patience or improve your patience?
I think I had to, or else I would have gone. A lot of people would gone crazy or did try to give up or something like that. But I think last year really it was a good learning experience, like I said, and it was really humbling and everything. And I had to just learn to kind of sit back and just work and not give up on a situation like that and just come back ready.
Who do you see out of Hobby?
Hami's great. He's a really good player. He's a dog, and he's one other dude who's just who wants more, and so he's a dog coming back ready to add to his game. You see him working on things that he's not as good at yet, and some of those things are gonna be in his package. So I think he's gonna be really really fun player to play with this year.
Surprised he came back, especially after he went and jumped 45 inches at the combine.
It's crazy, right? But I mean, I knew he obviously had his chances to do what he wanted to do, and it was his decision. He came back and chose to try to help us win some games this year, win a lot of games, and improve on his game. And I don't know the whole what went into his decision, but he made what was best for him and for us. So happy he's here.
What did your parents say to you during the lowest points last year?
I mean, they're always there for me. It's just not gonna matter whether I'm playing in a basketball game or not. They're gonna love me like I'm their son. So it was never anything anything bad. They're always just there. Keep your head up. Keep working. We love you. We're proud of you and everything. So.
Couple more minutes, guys. How much did it help you to have Bam and his physicality to practice against him?
Yeah, Bam was awesome. I think coming in, he's one of the most. I played against him a couple of times in high school. He's one of the most physical dudes I ever played against. So I have to play against him every day. It's like it's not a whole lot of players out there that's going to be as physical as Bam. So coming back this year, it's just trying to miss him and everything. He's also a great dude. But just trying to keep that competitive level up in practice and everything, and play with guys like Nick and Vando and Wendy and all those guys the same way, and just have the same energy that Bam brought every day.
How are those? Have you had some battles with Nick already?
Oh yeah, for sure. With everybody, yeah. We switched on the matchups, and everybody's going at everybody. So even when Bam came back, we were going at it, and everybody really. So it's just it's been really good.
Could he tell? Did Bam mention that he felt like you looked different or played different?
I think Bam talking trash is him doing that.
So if he's talking to you, you're getting to him a little bit?
Yeah, I think so.